Say Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Raka Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well a great milestone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the folk and the earth to pushing the gospel and sincerity in truth. Shalom. Alright, this evening I want to touch on this video with Carrie Hilson. You know, the dream that she says she get. You know, they just edify the church of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, the 144,000, the 1/3 men, women, and children. You know, the confusion of faces that's getting folk on the earth. You know, you Israelites. You know, Israelites foreigners. You know. Alright, so let's run this video. Alright, and then I'm gonna bring out some precept. You know, to edify the church. You know.
I know that the world is ending in the dream. There's always the sky going black and you're actually watching it happen. There were so many people like killing people in the streets.
Yeah, so she says she always get a dream that the world is going to end, the sky being black, right? And that was mentioned in the scriptures, right? So let's skip out the rubbish and let's go straight to the point again, right? Started yeah.
Some of my best work yet.
What is your favorite dream?
I dream a lot. I have a tattoo that says dream in color. I really do dream in color, and they're very, very, very vivid. I don't remember my favorite dream, but I do remember my least favorite dreams because I have these recurring dreams about the end of the world, and they're very, very vivid and very realistic.
What happens?
Different things happen, like it's always something to do with a natural disaster. Like there's always the sky going black and you're actually watching it happen. Another dream, it was like a flood. Another dream, there were so many people like killing people in the streets, women and children included. They throw my whole week off because I don't really know what to think of and why I have those dreams so often, like maybe once a year.
Do you know that the world is ending in the dream?
I know that the world is ending in the dream. You just know it. It's a sense, it's a feeling. Another time it was like UFOs or something, I don't know. And they were fighting above us and we just knew that this means it's over. The sky turned dark and you saw these things fighting. And, I don't know. It's just weird. This is very personal.
What's the biggest fear that you've had that you've come?
Oh, that's not weird. Carry on, listen. That's not weird. You know, there's all this prophecy, right? This prophecy. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. He said, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, upon the Israelites, right? Because who the prophet Joel was speaking to? He was speaking to the Israelites, right? So the all flesh referring to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, right? So this is Joel just to explain and break it down fine for you simple-minded jakes out there who think that the Most High can put his spirit upon all nation. No, they're speaking to the Israelite only, right? This is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. He said, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And she's an Israelite, and she just was prophesying there. What the dream that she had, the dream that she get, right? That the sky become black, and a lot of people killing people. There's a race war. There's a nation against nation. There's a race war, and the UFO in the sky. The UFOs, the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? They are the chariots, right? And the world coming to an end is the so-called white man rulership coming to an end, right? Because the earth abides forever, right? The earth abides forever. So the world that coming to an end is the so-called white man rulership, right? This is the dream that Carrie and Hilson get it, right? So I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and he said, your old men shall dream, your young men shall see vision. Yeah, your young men shall see vision. This is the man, the Lord them. We can see this vision. We see this place about to be destroyed. We see the RFID microchip soon become mandatory. Martial law, race war, famine, the collapse of the economy, the dollar bill dying. We see in this vision, God the Most High put His Spirit upon the young men, them, His prophets, right? Right. So this dream that she gets is prophesied in the Bible, right? It prophesied. Most High say His sons and your daughter gonna dream, and they're gonna prophesy, and she just prophesied at the end of the world and what gonna happen. This is in the scriptures, right? So we can get to some of them, right? She says you see the sky get black, right? How the sky get black? Because when them chariots take over, and them chariots bust the sky and come out there, the whole sky, they're gonna be dark. They're gonna be totally dark. When those missiles and those ICM missiles they get hit, the place is gonna be totally dark. Right? This is Joel chapter 2 verse 1. He said, blow he the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in the holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, the day of the Lord. Right? Verse 2, he said, a day of darkness and gloominess. A day of darkness. This is a dream she get. The day of the Lord is a day of darkness. Right? Like I say, when the chariots bust the sky and take over the sky, you're not gonna be seeing nothing but darkness. When those missile things are hitting, this is what you're gonna be seeing. Darkness. Right? He said, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. He said, as the morning spread upon the mountain, a great people and strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Right? He said, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flaming burning. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. So this is the missiles going to do the destruction, and also the laser from the chariots, which is the UFO, which is the world called UFO, but this is the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, IFO. Right? The man, the Lord identify the flying object. We identify it as the UFO. That is the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So this is how the place is gonna be dark and gloomy darkness. The day of the Lord is darkness and gloomy darkness. Right? I should say that a lot of people gonna die. Right? Yeah, a lot of people gonna die. They gonna die in the race war too. They're gonna die in famine. Right? This is let me get a quick precept here too. Alright. So Carrie Ann Wilson was just prophesying there with the dream that you get. This is 2nd Israel chapter 15 verse 14. He said, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So woe, destruction. This is what she dream. Right? For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with sword in their hand. And this what she dreamed. She said a lot of people will be killing one another. Even men, women, and children were being put to death. This is the dream that she dreamed, right? And this prophesied in the Bible. This is what come into this place, right? Verse 16, for there shall be seduction among men, and invading one another, and invading one another. This is what come in. Right? They shall not regard their kings nor prince. They're not going to regard the president, the prime minister. They're not going to regard them. Right? They're not going to show no respect to them. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Because you can desire to go to the next city. To must escape the city, go to the next city. You have to go and check your family. Can't do it. Right? For because of their pride the city shall be troubled. The house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah, men shall be afraid. She said the dream mashed up she whole week. She was in a state in a different state of mind, right? He said, verse 19, and he said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? But shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. This is time coming, lack of bread, famine, and for great tribulation, right? This is time that we coming in. You understand? So we should see that is already prophesied in the Bible. This will gonna happen, right? So we should dream is the destruction of the so-called white man world. This we should dream the destruction of the so-called white man kingdom, right? And the prophesied in the Bible, right? Right. Such a dream the UFO. So the UFO is the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is what the white man call it, unidentified flying objects. But the men in the Lord know, we know through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Psalm 68 and 17. Right? This is Psalms 68 verse 17. He said, the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. So the chariots of the Lord, right? The chariots is the Most High, is the Most High own, right? Who the world call UFO, ignorantly call UFO. These are the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? This is so the UFO is the chariots are the Most High, right? So she says she dream the end of the world, right? Which is the end of the so-called white man world, right? And the war she see the war in heaven. The war in heaven is this heaven right here we speaking about. Now these bug out Christian teach, Satan fighting against the Most High and all the madness, right? The war in heaven is these military on earth fighting against Yahweh Shai and the holy angels that are gonna come back in those chariots, right? This is Matthew chapter 24 verse 3. He said, and as he sat upon Mount of Olive, right, his disciple came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall the end be, and when shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So the disciple asked him, when this thing gonna be, the end of the world, right? The end of the so-called white man rulership, right? There's we should see the destruction at the end of the so-called white man rulership, right? The destruction she see, this is what she see, right? This is 2nd Ezra 6, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 7. He said, then answered I and said, what shall be the part and sunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the force and the beginning of it that follow? Right? So Ezra was asking the same question that the disciple asked Yahweh Shai, right? He said verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world. So the so-called white, the dream that Kerry and Elson get is the destruction of the so-called white man world, right? The dream that she gets is the destruction of his world, the end of his rulership, the end of his kingdom, right? The so-called white race, they will go into slavery, and the other heathen nation will be going into slavery under the Israelite, under you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. You'll be ruling forever after the so-called white man destruction. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So Jacob is you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. So Carrie and Nelson, which she dreamed there was a destruction of the so-called white man world, right? Now with the UFO, with the war in heaven, right? Revelation 12:7, right? This is Revelation, right? It's Revelation 12:7, right? He said, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon is the so-called white man, right? And the dragon fought and his angels, right? All the military, all these army in the world, they can team up to fight against Yahweh Shai, the holy angel. So this is the war that she see, right? This is the war that she see, right? This is Isaiah, right? Now this Christians the dragon is Satan, the dragon is the so-called white man, right? Which is the so-called white man? He is Satan himself, because the word Satan means adversary. But the dragon there is the so-called white man, right? And his angel is his military. And all these other military around the world, they can team up to fight against Yahweh Shai and the holy angel. Right? This is Isaiah 66 verse 15. He said, For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots. And this we should see the chariots in the skies, the UFO, right? Like a whirlwind to rend his anger with fury and with rebuke, with flame of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. This is why you see a lot of people gonna die, right? The slain of the Lord shall be many, right? So the war that she see in heaven is the war, is the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, and the holy angel gonna be fighting against the so-called white man and his military and all the other military around the world. They can team up to fight against Yahweh Shai and the holy angel. Right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. Verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the wave thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. Verse 7. And he said, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they born that hear his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. Right? So this is the laser coming out to the chariots. Right? He said, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the fourth wind of the heavens to subdue the man that came out the sea. So these is the military around the world that come together to fight against Yahweh Shai and the holy angel. Right? Verse 6, he said, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Right, so a mountain don't fly. So this is the chariot. How big was the chariot? Right? He said, but I would have seen the region. He said, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. Right? This is how big was this chariot. Right? He said, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they were gathered together to subdue him, were so afraid, and yet just fight. So all these military, they come together to fight against the so-called UFO, the chariots, which is the chariots. Right? They come together to fight. Revelation 12, the war in heaven. Right? So with the so-called white man is pushing out that he preparing for alien invasion. No, they're preparing for Yahweh Shai and the return, and Yahweh Shai and the holy angel returning to destroy the so-called white man kingdom, to take him down and set up righteousness on the face of the earth. There's the dream that she get. The end of the world, which is the so-called white man rulership. Right? He said, verse 8 again, he said, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet just fight. So they were afraid, but Yahweh put his spirit in them to fight, because Yahweh is a man of war. Right? Yahweh is who the world going to call God. The Heavenly Father, he's a man of war, but so they was afraid. So Yahweh still put his spirit in them to fight. Right? To give his son a good show. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire. This out the chariots, laser, out of the chariots, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks of tempest. So this is coming out of these chariots, right? And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that He says, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to perceive but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So this is UFO that she saw. They're gonna destroy the so-called white man world, his kingdom, his rulership, destroy the so-called white man army and all the rest of the army in the world. And the holy angels, they're gonna destroy it. With Michael the archangel, they're gonna be there, they're gonna destroy all these military, and they're gonna set up righteousness on the face of the earth. Because this is a wicked ruler ruling this earth. The so-called white man is the devil. So this is the dragon. This is the dragon that Revelation speaking about. Revelation 12:7. This is the so-called white man and his angels, which is his military, right? So there's the dream that Carrier Nelson get it, right? The end of the world means the end of the so-called white man rulership, right? And in darkness, right? When these chariots take over the sky, it's total darkness, right? When these missiles gonna be hitting, right? So it's the destruction in the so-called white man world, right? And a lot of people gonna die. A lot of you Israelites gonna die. 2/3 of you Israelites gonna die because you refuse to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So this is prophecy, right? This is prophecy. This is the end of the so-called white man rulership. The Most High see gonna put the spirit on you Israelites to dream dreams, right? A lot of people like hear that get vision with UFO, get vision with destruction and all these things, because the Most High say you can do that. The Most High said this is prophecy that fulfilling right before our eyes, that our sons and our daughters gonna dream, our old men gonna dream, and our young men gonna see vision, right? So this is prophecy fulfilling right before our eyes. There's the greatness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, And with that, obviously, let's edify and want to give our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule our great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom.